Good morning, it's Hutch Nast. I'm starting on my second cup of coffee. I'm ready to go. It's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. I wanted to talk about PulseChain a little bit. Now, PulseChain, quote, the launch of PulseChain is the largest airdrop in history. Thousands of Ethereum-based tokens and NFTs receive their free PulseChain versions. Now, PulseChain is a hard fork of Ethereum, and that's how they're actually creating that. And I think that term gets thrown around a lot. I wanted to go ahead and define it for you. A hard fork, you could use the space or no space, as it relates to blockchain technology, is a radical change in network's protocol that makes previously invalid blocks and transactions valid, or vice versa. A hard fork requires all nodes or users to upgrade to the latest version of the protocol software. So that doesn't mean that everybody's going to have to use PulseChain, but that does mean that you could use the PulseChain version when this actually comes out. Now, PulseChain testnet is live. It's PLS, and you can play around with it on your MetaMask wallet. However, they don't have a release date quite yet on the PulseChain actual airdrop of getting versions of all your tokens in PulseChain, or at least any of the tokens that are bridged to it. So the ERC20 tokens that are bridged to it, at any rate. Okay, so PulseChain has a bunch of goals. I just wanted to kind of rifle through some of them. They want to increase Ethereum's value. Ethereum's fees will be lowered by sharing its load. So, I mean, gas fees have been crazy. I don't know how much you guys use Uniswap, but the gas fees have been so high, and PulseChain actually solves that problem. So, like, the fee in PulseChain would be actually a lot less to swap in and out of tokens. They're looking to enrich ETH users. PulseChain will re-enable priced out use cases. Instead of launching empty, PulseChain brings the Ethereum system, state, and ERC20s. This rewards holders and founders of Ethereum-based projects, which I really think building on Ethereum's the way to go at this point, just because it's the most utilized as of right now. Do I think that there's other cryptos that could be built on, and blockchains that could be built on that may be more efficient? Yes, but Ethereum itself, I think it's easily the most popular, and the coders are using it the most. So what'll end up happening is this will be like the hard fork, and then people can use PulseChain instead, and that actually kind of solves that problem too. So this will enrich ERC20 and NFT users. The launch of PulseChain is the largest airdrop in history. Thousands of Ethereum-based tokens and NFTs receive their free PulseChain versions. This new gold rush contains the value discovery of thousands of tokens and NFTs on PulseChain. If you always wanted to be a whale in certain ERC20 or NFTs, maybe now you can be. And I mean, that's the advertisement, man. You always wanted to be a whale in first, right? Like, this is your one chance. Like, you can do it. That's the advertisement. That's so exciting. It's easy to use. Your MetaMask wallet just works. You only have to change a single setting to access PulseChain. ETH holders can transact for free with freemium PLS. Lower PulseChain fees and serve more users is another goal. PulseChain increases their throughput on Ethereum 4x by using 3-second block times. Ethereum's average block time is 13 seconds. And that's huge. That's so huge, like just the speed of it. And I've said from the beginning that I think the staying power of crypto is to be able to exchange value quicker. Now, another goal is to remove pollution by replacing proof of work miners with proof of stake validators. PulseChain doesn't burn, waste any energy, making it more environmentally friendly. Now, proof of work has been a problem for a long time, and I should actually probably do an entire video on proof of work versus proof of stake. Proof of stake will be so much less taxing, taking a significant less amount of computer power to end up doing that. The system's better. Proof of work's just existed longer, and that's why Ethereum network is still based on proof of work. This can improve game theory. PLS has 0% inflation. Validators only earn fees, and 25% of fees are burnt to reduce the circulating supply. It's another goal of PulseChain. Empower PulseChain holders. PulseChain's native token, money symbol PLS, that's the ticker, can be staked and delegated to validators that reward the delegators with the largest percentage of the fee. So really, like, the holders are just given back to. So, I mean, currently with proof of work, it's just whoever can figure out the algorithm fastest, whoever has the most money for the fastest computers. With proof of stake, you'd actually be a holder, and you can stake the tokens and then delegate the workload with your token versus having to have the absolute fastest computer on the block, which is currently like what we're looking at for things like, I'd say, Bitcoin, for example. I mean, I could mine Bitcoin, but it would be such an insignificant amount without having like a rig to do it with dedicated, video cards to actually do the work. But that's what they got going on. PulseChain seems super exciting. I'd like to know what you think, though. Could you let me know in the comments below? This has been Hutch Nast, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate it.